How to Regain Your Lost Years. Written by Sunday Adelaja. Narrated by Danni Williams. Introduction. I was conducting an online training for my mentees recently on time management and the principles of time conversion. They were amazed at my teachings, but disheartened because they realized they had lost many years of their lives due to their ignorance. Majority expressed concern over their poor time management skills and began to ask if there was a remedy to their dilemma. Almost all of them admitted being guilty of not appreciating time, but rather wasting it through bad habits, which include excessive indulgence in social media, TV, and movies, excessive social activities, etc. Some expressed their ignorance of the importance of discovering the purpose of God for their lives and fulfilling it instead of their personal agenda. They admitted that they were not pursuing God's plans in their career, but are merely working to make ends meet. They wondered if it were possible to switch their divine career at their age, seeing they have gone too far down the wrong road. I heard sad stories of how some were trapped in the wrong career just to satisfy the selfish desires of their parents, family members, and employers, and a lot of years have gone by. Several talked about talents and gifts they never developed because they felt they could not generate enough money to feed them and pay their bills, much less make them rich. The huge number of responses prompted me not to only teach them about ways to salvage their lost years, but also to write this book so as to help more people out there who find themselves in the same predicament. This book is a result of not merely the pleas of my mentees, but also those of a number of people I have met in my work as a pastor and life coach. Life is about discovering the purpose of God for our lives and living to fulfill it. And when people are ignorant of this fundamental truth, they live unfulfilled lives. I have met a lot of people who are in the wrong jobs. Their job is a burden, and they moan on Mondays and celebrate when Friday arrives. They spend 40 or more hours of their lives every week doing something they do not enjoy simply to make ends meet. Although their hearts are in another career, their hands are slaving away at their current jobs. That's why there are teachers doing construction work, dentists working as bank executives, and musicians taking care of patients in the hospitals. But God has a purpose for every human being born in this world. He created us with gifts and talents and expects us to develop them and use them to make life better for both us and others. God has also ordained our prosperity to be in the area of our calling or purpose. Therefore, it is imperative for everyone to discover their purpose and set goals on how to accomplish it. Anything done outside the purpose of God will ultimately lead to an unfulfilled life. Although for many, a lot of water has gone under the bridge. Yet with the strategies which I have outlined in this book, it is possible to turn around and proceed in the right direction to fulfill their purpose. This process starts with developing a keen sense of appreciation of the treasure called time. Time is our greatest resource. When people are not skillful with time, when they have not learned to manage and use time, and when they are unable to rule over time, a lot will be lost in their lives. We understand that time lost can never be regained, but with the strategies discussed in this book, we can boldly step out to fulfill our goals with the remaining time. A lot of people have been able to reclaim their lost years, financially, career-wise, and in their personal lives. They serve as an encouragement for others to forge ahead in their desire to live a fulfilled life. Have you always wanted to write books or be a motivational speaker, but you have no idea on how to develop the gift? Or you wanted to be an entrepreneur, but too scared to leave the comfort of your 9-to-5 job? It is time to unearth those gifts and talents that are buried inside you and reawaken those deeply buried passions and develop them into valuable products and services that will enrich your life and those of mankind. Armed with the proper time management techniques and special qualities that will enable you to maximize your remaining time to the fullest, you can launch out with full confidence to reclaim your lost years and fulfill the purpose of
Sample complete. Ready to continue?